Okay, so it's come to my attention that I haven't done a tutorial yet on using the Pathfinder tools or the Shape Builder tool to construct this shape on your map test. So let's take a swing at that. So probably the easiest way to do that is to start off with your rectangle tool, and I'm going to make sure that this has a fill that I can recognize, right? And I'm going to start off just here, sort of roughly in the center, and I'm going to draw from the center holding my Option key down, right? And I'm just going to kind of get this roughed into place and release that. And then I'm going to come out to the edge here until my icon turns into this little rotate symbol. Let's see. There we go. And I'm going to rotate it until it's roughly the same number of degrees. And it looks like about 25 degrees right now. And then once that's done, I'm going to use my black arrow to come in here and sort of rescale it to get it pretty close to the size of the original. I think that's probably close enough, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is do a copy, edit, copy, and then edit, paste in front. And so now there's another copy of this yellowish rectangle in here. So I'm going to grab a corner point, and again, I'm going to hold the Option key down so that I'm scaling this from the center, and I'm going to rescale the size of this. So now that I should have these two rectangles that are pretty close, right? So I'm going to change my fill color. Well, I'm going to deselect that and change my fill color so I can just see what I'm doing a little bit better. And then I'm going to change to an ellipse tool, and I'm going to come in here and using my smart guides find the center of these objects, and then holding the Option and Shift keys down, I'm going to go ahead and create that circle right there. All right. And so right now all of these things should be lined up centered. All right. So then I'm going to take this one rectangle, do the same thing, copy, edit, copy, edit, paste in place, and I'm going to change the color to that one to green also, and then Option scale it to create that sort of keyhole in there, and scale it from this side and bring that down. And so now everything should still be kind of along those same lines. Oh, it looks like maybe I forgot or pulled one of these guys out of the way. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that again. So I'm going to copy that, edit, paste in front, and then scale it up, holding the Option key, scale it in, holding the Option key, and there we go. So we're pretty close, right? So we've got all of these shapes here. So if I go ahead and select them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding my Shift key down as I click on them, then I can go to my Shape Builder tool right over here, click on that, and then just draw over the parts that I want to combine, right? So I'm going to unite all of these little segments, and when I have those, I think it's 5 different segments completed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different segments in there. I'm just going to release my mouse button, and then I should be pretty close to being done. So now I can just select the inner pieces and get rid of those. There might be a few extras, and then if I pull this over, you can see that that is in fact the right shape. And if I do a Command Y to see it in keyline mode, you can see that it in fact is the shape I'm looking for, right? So that's one way of doing that. Let me show you another way. So I'm going to go back into the regular preview mode and do a number of undos with my Command Z until I have kind of all of those shapes back to their original status. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so then using the Pathfinder tools, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to select these two shapes, not tools, and unite those. Okay, that's the first shape mode in the Pathfinder. All right. Then I'm going to take the second ones, the 2 yellow rectangles, and unite those. All right. Then I'm going to select both the green shape and the yellow shape. And now I'm going to go to my second shape mode, which is minus front, and do that, and you can see that we're there again. And if I pull this aside, I can either eyedropper this color to apply it, or I can go into my graphic styles, window graphic styles, and let me pull that over so you can see it. There we go. And then we can apply the small landmark style to it, and we're done as far as that goes. Okay, so I hope that helps. It's not too hard. It takes maybe a little practice getting used to those tools, but I think it's pretty straightforward and useful. Learning to use the Shape Builder tool and or the Pathfinder shape modes is going to be something that really makes your work faster, more flexible, and more accurate. So again, hope that helps, and we'll see you next time.